Hey, what's going on, YouTube? I wanted to come at you with a Borderlands 3 video. The day, 12 hours before the launch of the big update for April 23rd. I've been kind of MIA as far as making this content because I've been currently involved playing Final Fantasy VII. If you go on my channel, check it out. I kind of was covering all the bosses in that game, trying to get to the end as fast as possible, knowing that this game was going to be launching a lot of its newer content right about now. So what do we got going on? So if you guys can click like, click subscribe. We're playing through Wotan a little bit while talking about the game, so I really appreciate all the support. And let's get into it, guys. So we're going to be getting the update first with the special events with the cartels. The full knowledge of the cartels, it looks like, because we're gonna have to go on Sanctuary, talk to Maurice yet again for another one, and that's what triggers everything to go down. So as soon as you do that, you get involved within it. We have to complete challenges just like the Valentine's Day one, and it looks like we're getting skins. None of the skin names look very like telling if it's a clue for anything. Like the last one with the Valentine's Day, like obviously it was hint for Wainwright's wedding because of the final weapon you got, and obviously we're getting a skin. If you look on the website, it does reveal that you get a skin for all the work you'll do in that event. So no big secret there. So I'm assuming there's no tie to the future DLC, just more of a full game content that it revolves around the cartel. Now, I want to throw out there also, with everything going on with that cartel event, right? I find it very positive for Gearbox to release the Mayhem 2.0 in the same context, right? Because if you have all these Mayhem levels trying to do that challenge, you almost create a whole new DLC based around the concept that they're going to be challenging different aspects of the game and our builds that we've spent a lot of time going through. So I'm excited for that, just to see how my build does against the new Mayhem levels. I'm a Moe's player, and Moe's also got recent buffs to everything that makes all of her everything functional, including the robot, which is great. I like using her, especially with all the new upgrades they've got. So I look forward to testing my build. Now there's going to be 10 levels of challenge in the new Mayhem mode. If you go to the website as well, it gives you kind of a breakdown of how it's going to work. It seems very interesting how that's going to work, actually, because there's 4 types of modifiers, and the modifiers get increasingly more difficult, but with that increases the loot chances for stronger weapons. Now, if you read the context at which it states all that, it makes me think that if we unlock all of these weapons getting to Mayhem 10, well, because of the level cap that does exist in the game, will that make the normal playthrough with no Mayhem on obsolete, because you'll have such strong weapons? Because of Mayhem 10, will the obsolete, like, will Wotan for everybody just drop like a rock? You know what I mean? Like, will it challenge us still? So I'm excited to see that. Will everyone all of a sudden be forced to play Mayhem mode? And if you play with teams, will the balancing act of what skill you're on be balanced? It's always going to be a tough thing to do, I think. Trying to find the balance between where you're at with your equipment and players that are with you. Obviously, in the Wotan, you had to be at level 50 to get to Wotan, so will they have similar challenges in that regards to get to like the final Mayhem mode? Or if you're playing Mayhem mode 10, will you just be paired with Mayhem mode 10 players? Or will they have the option to pair with weaker ones to help them level up faster? I don't know. So we'll see about that. Also, coming down the pipeline, right, we have a new loot entertainment where every planet will be hosting its own loot pools that are different than normal, right? And to me, that even gives us more reason to think that Gearbox is giving us like almost a full DLC, right? With all these changes and all of the additions to the Mayhem modes and things you can loot. Will we finally see weapons everywhere? Like, will the DLC weapons be all over the maps, or will they still be, you know, in their home DLCs? We'll find out. So I'm excited for that. Anyway, I just want to give you guys a quick rundown of what's coming down the pipeline as far as that's concerned. Will we see any crazy challenges that are new? I look forward to another raid challenge. They said they were going to release more like Wotan type challenges, but that hasn't really been talked about in that style of format. I'm hoping that happens like they said, because personally I would like another Wotan challenge. To me, Wotan's challenge was I really enjoyed it, especially when they made it so one person can take on Wotan. I didn't like that you couldn't take on Wotan without a team, but then when they balanced it just right for a single player can go through it like what I'm doing right now, to me that was great. I really enjoyed that, so I'm hoping that is the case when they do that. But anyway, I want you guys to enjoy the rest of the playthrough. If you want, I'm gonna probably just keep the video running until I'm done with the sisters. But yeah, if you guys can click like, click subscribe, and definitely want to see my channel and the videos, the content I come up with. I'm looking to power through the Mayhem modes to see what weapons we get, what beefing modes I can build with it. And yeah, if you guys want to play with me, I'm also down for that. If you're a PlayStation 4 player, you want to leave me your PSN, I will add you to my friends. If you want to come play, I'll be more than happy to play with you. We can talk about the game or just play. I'm down for anything. But anyway, guys, be safe out there. Things are crazy still, and I'll check you guys back on my channel, I hope. Peace, guys.
Advanced mechs, but we're after something bigger. Keep going.
May they bring you many kills. Ammo. Without it, you're just a schmuck with a paper.